everybody, welcome back to my channel, Boomy Reactions. My name is Boomy. Thank you for watching, my lovelies. Now today, guys, we're gonna have to talk peach cobbler. Now, I know I've seen Cowboy Kent Rollins making a peach cobbler with his cast iron outdoors style. I think he did a bit of a variation on a traditional peach cobbler, didn't he? And I've got 2 packs of like a more easy, straightforward kind of half-ready mix kind of thing to make a peach cobbler. I've got 2 of those, so I'm gonna have to compare them. But guys, I need to know what they taste like. I need peach cobbler in my life. That staple American traditional pudding. It looks fantastic. And I recently saw European couple reacts, Andre and Sarah in Terry Blacks, and they were, oh gosh, they had a peach cobbler there, and oh my gosh, it looks amazing. Now, to someone who hasn't tried one before, a Brit, has no idea what to expect from them. I know a few of my patrons have tried to explain. I thought it was like somewhere between a pastry and a crumble. It's not. It's a batter. Is that right? So trying to understand. I'm just not going to understand unless I make it. So I'm going to have to make one, I think. Now, I was going to use Cowboy Kent Rollins recipe, but I'm still on the lookout for an excellent peach cobbler recipe. So here we are today. I'm going to be watching a new face, a new YouTuber I've not seen before. So this is Tobias Young, and he's going to be showing us a top winning peach cobbler recipe. So I can't wait. The thumbnail, the image that I've seen when looking for this video, it's not there now. Let's get it back. Oh my gosh, there it is. Guys, oh, it looks amazing. Now, I know it's a batter. Is it like a cake batter? Because it kind of almost looks cakey. Yeah, it's not really 100% sure what to expect from it, but it does look delicious. Do you say hot or cold? It's got to be hot or cold. Can you have it either way? I think I prefer it warm, you know, served warm. Do you have, being British, we put custard on everything. Not gonna lie. But you serve it with ice cream, is that right? Oh my good golly. Oh, it looks absolutely amazing. I'm gonna have to see how to make this. And I think I'm gonna try and whip one up on the weekend. And you have to let me know how I get on. How do I do? Anyway, done enough talking. Let's watch this video together, guys. If you're enjoying these reactions as well, my lovelies, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Thank you very much. If you're interested, I have a Buy Me a Coffee account, and that link is over here. And if you would like to help support the channel any further, I have a Patreon account, and if you fancy checking that out at all, that link is in the description below.
The only thing I can say about today's recipe video is it's bomb.
Oh!
And you're welcome. Because today we making peach cobbler. Let's go.
Show me how to make this
Whipping
peach
up
cobbler,
all
please.
of your favorite recipes. Simply Food. You should know by now that you're in for a treat. Simply Food.
There's no other channel where you'd rather be.
Simply Food. Seafood, pasta, cakes, and pies. Sing and laugh and even cry. Like and share and hit subscribe. Simply Food by TY.
Ah, that was amazing. I love it. Oh, I love a good song. Oh, that's going to stick in my head so much. I'm going to be hearing that as I go to sleep. Snapping my fingers. Ooh, so catchy.
All right, y'all, let's jump right into it. So we're going to be working with 4 15-ounce cans of peaches today. Now, just so you guys know, I like to use the ones that are in 100% juice, not that stuff that's in that fake syrup. We're going to use 1 stick of unsalted butter. We have 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And in this little bowl, I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/4 of a teaspoon of coarse kosher salt. And I have 1 cup of sugar. In a separate bowl, I have a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar and a 1/2 cup of light brown sugar. We're going to be using some cinnamon. I like to use the Vietnamese cinnamon.
I don't think I've ever used Vietnamese cinnamon. How is that different? Do you know, I've never even questioned where is the origin of the cinnamon that's in my cupboard. That's a ground nutmeg. Oh, delicious. I was going to say, do I have to use fresh peaches, tinned peaches, frozen peaches? Because peaches in the UK are rubbish, except for maybe that sweet spot in summer, maybe for a few weeks where they're actually tasty. But they're probably imported, and I'm not sure where we import them from. I'd love to think it might be Georgia, but I don't know. So this is excellent. So I can use tinned peaches, canned peaches for this. Absolutely. That's the nicest way to get them over here. You can guarantee they're going to be tasty, but we want them in natural juice, not syrup. Is that right, guys?
Some ground nutmeg. My favorite, the Nielsen Macy Pure Vanilla Extract.
Oh, you guys have this brand of vanilla. We have this over here. This is the vanilla that I would buy, but vanilla. This is the vanilla I would buy from my supermarket, but I buy it in a vanilla bean paste. I just find it's stronger than just the extract. And you still get the little beans in there, which are very aesthetically pleasing. Oh, interesting. I do like
And
this
then my
brand.
secret little trick is I like to go in with a little bit of the Watkins caramel flavor.
Oh.
Now pay close attention. So we have 4 cans of the peaches total. 3 of those cans drain completely, set aside. That'll equal out to about 4 cups. On the 4th can, you're going to keep the juice from that 1 can, as you can see, place it inside of the pot. You're going to set the pot to the side. Now, one thing I like to do with my peach cobbler is I like to add in different textures as far as the peaches. So the 3 cans, you're going to leave those slices just as they are. The 4th can, I like to chop them up nice and small. Doesn't need to be complete mush, but you definitely want them to be nice and tiny, okay?
I love the detail of this recipe. I love, when there's just so much thought, almost to the point of over-explaining. I love over-explaining. Thorough method. That's what it is. Thoroughly explain a recipe. Okay, how do a lot of you feel about this? So it's going to be another one of my questions. Do I want segmented peaches or halves? Halves are going to be too big, aren't they? Quartered. Do you chop them? Because I'm thinking whenever I've put fruit as a filling in like an apple pie or anything like that, or crumble, I'm going to agree with Tobias in that I like a variety of textures. I think it helps, some of them, because they're smaller, they break down more. But I'm getting advice from those who know. So guys, would you chop up a quarter of your peaches, or do you say no, don't chop them up at all, they have to just be segmented? Yes. As they are in the tin.
Okay, so now let's work on getting our peaches together. So like I said, we have the juice from the 1 can.
Just the one.
We're going to add in our 3 cans of the peaches that were drained. And now we're going to add in the 4th can of peaches that were chopped up. We're now also going to go in with adding in that salt, as well as the brown sugar and the granulated sugar. And like I said, for that salt, that was 1/4 of a teaspoon of coarse kosher salt. What we're going to do now is we're going to bring this up to a simmer. Once this comes up to a simmer, make sure, you guys, that it's not boiling. A simmer, a light simmer. You do not want to burn your sugar.
Okay.
Once this comes up to a simmer, you're going to add in 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/8 of a teaspoon of your nutmeg. You're going to add in 1 tablespoon of the vanilla extract and 1/2 tablespoon of the caramel flavor. Once you do that, you're going to give that a good mix. You can allow that to stay on the simmer for an additional 10 minutes.
So we don't want these flavorings to become the overpowering flavor. They're supporting acts. They're not the star of the show. They're just there to kind of highlight some of the notes in the peach. Right, okay, we don't want an awful lot of cinnamon, nutmeg, a bit more vanilla in there. And the caramel, I don't think I have any of that caramel flavoring. I've got caramel flavored coffee syrup. I don't think that's going to cut it.
After the 10 minutes, turn it off and set it to the side. Remove it from the heat. Please make sure that it's not boiling. You do not want to burn the sugar, nor do you want to have a bitter taste from burning your vanilla. So just all together, about 15 minutes simmering, turn off the heat, set it to the side. Now let's work on the batter. You want to have your oven preheated at 350 degrees. Once it gets to 350, put your 1 stick of butter inside of your ceramic dish. If I can find the measurement for that pan, I'll put it on the screen. Allow that to melt. In a separate bowl, we're going to add in our 1 cup of our all-purpose flour, our 1 cup of our sugar, our 2 teaspoons of our baking powder, and our 1/4 of a teaspoon of our salt. We're going to give that a good mix around just to make sure that the salt and all of that has been fully incorporated.
I need the sound effects for some ASMR. No?
And now that that is fully incorporated, we're going to go in with 1 cup of whole milk. 1 cup of whole milk. I don't know nothing about no substitution, so don't waste your time asking me, chat. 1 cup of whole milk, okay? Give
so straight to the point, so sassy. I don't know anything about it, so don't even ask.
that a good mix. Now, this is the key. Once you can see that everything is fully incorporated, stop mixing. Do not overwork this batter. You do not want to start overworking the gluten. We're not trying to make bread here. You want a nice, light, and fluffy cake. So as soon as that batter is fully mixed and it looks like the consistency of like pancake batter, you've done good. Take the whisk out of the bowl and set it to the side.
Now, Tobias just said cake. So would this fall under the bracket of a cake? So this is like a thinner cake batter. Is that totally wrong? Yes, no, yeah. He said cake. But
At this stage,
pancake batter.
Everything should be pretty much done. You have your batter done. You have your peaches done that have been cooking, that have been sitting to the side. You have your butter in your baking dish that should now at this point be melted. So now we can take that hot pan out of the oven. Be very careful so you do not burn yourself. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pour your batter into this hot buttered dish. Now pay close attention here. You're not going to see me trying to really mix in the butter with the batter more necessarily. All I'm trying to do here is just make sure that I have the batter in an even layer. That's it. I'm not really going in and trying to make sure that the butter is all incorporated. It's going to naturally do that on its own, okay?
Right. Now, Booby's got another question. At this point, when I've got the butter in the dish, in the oven, am I being wary of that butter browning? I don't want that, do I? I want it hot, kind of like at that kind of frothy kind of stage there. So I want it hot enough, presumably, to start cooking this batter. But am I right in thinking I don't want that butter browning? So maybe keep an eye on it, or in there for like what, 5 to 10 minutes?
So like I said, now that I have all the batter in there, I'm just gently going in, just making sure that I have the batter spread out all the way through to the edges. And then once I do that, now it's time for us to start adding in our peaches. With a slotted spoon, you want to go ahead and start adding in your peaches. Remember, do not mix in the peaches. Just gently lay them on top of that batter and just keep it pushing. Don't go mixing nothing around. Just lay it all on the top. But please make sure that you are using a slotted spoon at this stage. You want to make sure that you're staying in control of how much liquid is inside of your dish. You do not want this to be soupy. You do not want it to be runny. You want to make sure that you can get those beautiful crispy edges. And the only way you can do that is if you stay in control of how much liquid's going to be in it. Now that we have all of our peaches in, pay close attention to how much of the juice I'm going to be putting in. It really is not going to be that much, you guys. A little bit does go a long way. I think I maybe only use about maybe 4 ladlefuls, okay? So just keep that in mind. I know you're going to be tempted. Don't do it. Also, you're going to end up with about a cup to about a cup and a half of extra peaches and lots of juice left over. That's on purpose. You're going to set that to the side because we're going to use that as a topper. So do not feel pressured to put in all of the peaches and all of the juice. Just put in just enough, okay? Top it off with some cinnamon. Place it in your oven at 350 degrees for about 40 to 45 minutes or until it is golden brown. At that stage, you're then going to take it out of the oven. Make sure you're being very gentle because, of course, it's going to be piping hot. Also, little trick, if you can, use a ceramic dish. I know it might seem petty, but I promise you, making it in a ceramic dish will really get you those crispy edges. And as you can see, it looks absolutely delicious. You want to allow this to rest for maybe about 5 or 10 minutes or so before you go scooping it up and serving it. But let me tell you something, y'all. This peach cobbler was on some other level type of stuff. I'm telling you right now, this peach cobbler is the only one you're ever going to need, okay?
I believe
After it's had some time to rest, go on ahead and serve it up, eat it by itself, eat it with ice cream. You do whatever you got to do, but all I know is that this right here is a recipe that you need to follow from now on. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Please hit subscribe, hit that bell to be notified. Make sure that it's set to all so that you guys are getting notified when I'm posting all of my videos. And as always, y'all babies stay cute and take care. Y'all, my mouth is literally salivating.
I mean,
tag me in videos and pictures if you make this, okay? Because it's going to be everything. Bye, y'all.
Slaying in the kitchen. Simply Food by TY. We hope that you enjoyed it. Simply Food by TY. If you haven't took the time, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Simply Food by TY.
The only
your baby's so cute. Oh my gosh. This might be one of my new favorite YouTubers to watch baking things. Your baby's so cute now. Oh, I love him. Oh, the music just adds that extra layer of entertainment in there. Oh my gosh. I thought he was going to end that video when he was saying bye. I thought he was going to end it before he showed us that in the bowl. No, we got to see what it should look like. Right. There's one thing missing, though, I think, Tobias, and it's that ice cream. Does it have to be served with ice cream? Is that even a question? Why would you not serve it with ice cream? Like I say, British people serve every pudding, pretty much every pudding, every dessert with custard. And I'm a big fan of custard. I love custard. But I do think there are certain things, I don't know, they pair better with ice cream. This is one of them, I think. Not that I've tried it, but I'm hoping to this weekend. So what do you reckon, guys? Are there any things that you would change about Tobias's method? I love how thorough he was, because I'm a big believer that there's no such thing as a stupid question. There isn't. And I'm always full of questions, and sometimes they are bizarre questions, but you generally don't have to ask as many when you have a very thorough method and a well-explained recipe. And there we are. Thank you very much, Tobias. I'm going to have to watch some more of these videos. That was the most entertaining thing I think I've seen all day. Oh, I love it. I'm going to have to learn that intro. What do you think? I won't sing, don't worry. So yeah, any tips and tricks that you're willing to part with, my lovelies? I know recipes are golden. I know what they mean to everybody, the value that they have, the sentiment that they carry. But if you're willing to part with a few little tips and tricks to help a Brit girl out, they would be very much appreciated. Thank you so much in advance, guys. So yes, I think I might need to watch a few more before I give it a good go. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me, my lovelies. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.